Udil is on the Angela. Hey.
Surprise, surprise, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome you to the land of dawn for game number 1. The first match of the series, Alter Ego against Rebellion Zion. And here it is.
And it is Arlet Rome.
Arlet Rome as well. I mean, we've been talking about this backstage so much. Angela finally flexed into the mid lane like the wind condition suggests. And look at that, in the beginning, Nino is in the mid lane. Initially, they're going for something really aggressive, going for an invade right here, a Rebellion. They're trying to retaliate.
As usual, this is Rex Special. Vincent already going in, Pi forced to purify early on. Now Cars joining the fray with a few jabs. Pi forced away. Vincent should be able to still secure his purple buff. Meanwhile, Alter Ego giving so much space over to the Fanny, who didn't go for the Season Hunter.
No Season Hunter because he wants to go for a bit more aggression right here. He can clear pretty reliably with the cables, but having a bit more damage towards the players, that's where Sully Boy wants to find extra value. On the other hand, Nino as well, look at him. He's going with the Brave Smite as well. This is that combination miracle we've been talking about. He's going to be very sustainable in the lane, and so is Pi. So they have a lot of sustain in both side lanes, allowing the mid lane to be a bit more dynamic here.
I love the flexibility of the emblems now, right? You don't know what to expect. It really depends on your matchup. And oh no, Earth Shatter just connects.
Already with the damage coming down, Vincent forced the puncture away. Sully Boy with a successful invade early on. Talking about space, now Sully Boy has it.
It's not good. It's not looking good at all. In terms of equipment, you can see that Beatrix realizes that it's not as much of an easy matchup, so she does go for a steel leg plates there, giving her a little bit more of sustainability against the damage from Nino, who's already level 4 here, so already that power spike for him in that laning phase.
Looking at the battle spells as well, Udil has that sprint just to keep up, right, and chase people down, spam those spells, get the tangle as well. But for Cars, he also went for that sprint on the Paquito, which gives him enough movement speed to actually not go for the Quantum Charge like we saw in the previous match. So this is a Brave Smite Paquito that's going to be a lot more dominant in the lane.
He definitely needs it, right? He needs to be able to catch up to how fast the Uranus clears. And you can see that Cars here already trying to set up Pi, opening up vision.
Sully Boy jumping in, Vincent still able to secure it with Retribution. Audi, now with the final slash, gonna be brought back with Onward right now as that's Sully Boy in the back dealing a lot of damage. Audi forced to flicker out, Sully Boy still looking for a kill. Good stun from Audi, and Rebellion Zion as predicted in the keys to victory. Objective.
They took it really fast, but look at the talent prediction by the Samsung Galaxy S22 Series 5G. Only Mirko and Papulong going for Rebellion.
Yeah,
Is this
it's a 4v2
bless?
here. I mean, so far, Miracle's kind of got the predictions down to the bag, right? 2 out of 3 predictions right so far.
2
we'll
out of 3
see.
predictions wrong.
What?
Right.
Right.
Was it not right?
I
Right.
predicted Aura last game. Game 3.
Oh,
I see.
man.
All right, so
Mirkor's active.
So Rebellion Zion, they're kind of sweating right now because of
Oh,
that. But look at
Audi?
that.
Instant impact. Audi though with the final slash. Call Ultra comes down. Suelo able to give Audi proper time to move and maneuver back. Already a flicker burnt from Rex and Suelo.
So for now, it's still big rotations, aggressive plays, but we haven't seen the full potential, the full extent of the macro possibilities Alter Ego has on the table right here. The more it goes towards that mid-game with 1 item or 2 items, more or less, that's where the Uranus is going to be a bit more obnoxious. That's where Udil on that Angela can just clear on the sides. That's a lot of potential for Sully Boy to just move around as well. So Rebellion needs to find a way to force Alter Ego into these objectives a bit more.
Wait, I just noticed, right? 2 purifies for the side of Alter Ego. Who was that for? But that might have to wait. Sallyway goes in.
For Audi right now is going to burst it down. Final slash used up. Vincent now jumping in, finds Rex. Sully Boy with the cables getting out, but Rebellion Zion are able to keep Alter Ego's pace at a minimum.
He's unable to make those aggressive plays happen, but while that all is happening, Pi has been cutting the waves down. You can already see the waves building up in the mid side. That is what Alter Ego needs to play around with, right? Get wave pressure first and then fight, not the opposite. As Rebellion Zion already converge onto this turtle, they're gonna go for Pi as well.
So on this Uranus zones, good onward onto Cars. Knockoff strike from the back, Earth Shatter, knock him up. Sully Boy now brought back with final slash instantly. Rex is the one who finds the turtle. Cars backing away. Pi trying to lock them down. Way low. The Shadow Stampede brings everyone back, but it's only to kill him in the purple buff. Cars knockout strike, but he's going to be caught in the onward now with the shielding as well. That first kill giving him a lot of sustain, but not as much as Pi, who picks up the double kill, out-sustaining Rebellion Zion.
Man, this is the Alter Ego special being brought to Rebellion Zion on a silver platter. That aggression!
Hard guard coming down, Pi in the midst of it all. Final slash, we're gonna wreck back, but there's no kill pressure. So much sustain, so much healing from Alter Ego.
I was so ready to say KFF if Rex got killed there. But luckily, hard guard was available. KFF, for those of you who are wondering, it stands for killing for fun. And that was something that I was really scared that Alter Ego would do. But so far, they have been able to do the domino effect. Pi nearly kills Vincent there. This is looking scary by Alter Ego.
If the other one was KFF, Pi is playing with KFR, killing for real. Look at him. Walking him down, sitting just in front of High, zoning him away. Nino freezing up the wave, taking it slow. Easy turret for Alter Ego.
There,
Pi.
menacingly.
Look at Pi. Oh, out he's baited in. Oh, wow. Sunny Boy to the back, but it's a steel leg punch for Highs that gives him the necessary defense. But again, free turret for Alter Ego.
Talk about the sustain here. For the side of Alter Ego, it's a Edith Uranus in the front, being healed by an Angela. Call it the sustain meta, but it's really working out. Not enough damage from the side of Rebellion to even be a threat. Pi is just disrespecting them completely right now.
And
He's
man,
not Pi. He's Sir Pi.
He's Sir Pi, my bad. My mistake.
and I questioned this, right? Uranus Pi, is it going to work? And you said, hey, Rex there, he's going to be able to make all those initiation plays, and this is exactly what we're seeing. Pi having a huge impact here, buying so much time for his team. Still, he gets pushed back under turret and still survives.
As the Indonesians would say, Cluster Pi. As now, that's the cable coming down with hard guard as well, giving him the sustain onto Silly Boy, who's still able to escape even without he diving in. Silly Boy buys enough time. Cars hunting him down. Now bottom lane, pushed in by Udil. Meanwhile, Nino farming up a storm.
You can see here, Sally Boy is at level 10. Meanwhile, for the side of Vincent, level 9. Arashi, at this point, do you think Rebellion Zion can contest this? Is it something that they still can do?
If they want to contest, they have a bit of an advantage in the team fights, but they cannot go for the Uranus. And this is the problem. Pi is making it very difficult for Rebellion to target anyone else. If they go for, let's say, for example, Nino or Udil on the back line, well, Udil can just hard guard into somebody, and Pi will eventually whittle down the back line. Look at this.
Sunny Boy finds the kill with a cutthroat. Highs already engaged on Pi, just dealing the damage, standing in front. Nino now the blazing duet onto the back as well. Swalo getting gunned down under the turret. Nino backing away. Sir Pi just tanking it, facing face to face with death. Sunny Boy in the back once again, looking for the cables. Oh, one more shot might get it, but he's still able to escape. His Cars clears out this midway.
2-4-0 trade here for the side of Alter Ego Esports, being able to push them to a 3,000 gold lead. And how beautiful was the timing that Nino was able to get that golden staff before that team fight and dish out that damage.
I mean, it's all planned. He was farming all the time where Alter Ego was just pressuring around. We thought that the Uranus would be split pushing, but no. Alter Ego is using him as a regenerative wall to just take all the damage and keep staying in the fight, which allows Nino to just farm around all across the map. And they just taking these fights without the Claude, just relying on Sally Boy and the Fanny, and here he goes again.
He's using the cables to actually poke. He knows he's not going to go and kill Audi. He's way too tanky for the kill threat. But in the mid lane, again, you can see just the forced errors here displayed by Alter Ego. Nino picks up the turret unknowing there's no one who can kill him. Time brought back, but do I even need to say it? No kill threat.
No kill threat, not enough. And in the previous match, we saw that suppressions could be the solution, right? Burst down the Uranus before the consecration gets popped off, but now, with a Purify, right? With such limited crowd control in the hands of Rebellion Zion, it almost feels like there is zero kill threat onto Pi.
So right now, Rebellion Zion, they're looking for what they can. They are trading back. They got a tower there on the bottom side, utilizing the pressure that they had. But Alter Ego, they are going to be able to punish it as well. Taking that tower is offside! And that's a solo kill onto Cars!
Rebellion are trying their best to go for the bottom lane, but with that solo kill, it only gives Alter Ego more map pressure. Top side pushed. What did Rebellion do?
Rebellion needs to try and maybe steal this or just let it go and find something else, because look at the maneuvers, look at the moves. Udil straight going to the top side, and Alter Ego, they will secure this Lord. Can they go for more though, because Audi is kind of stuck out of position.
Forced to flicker.
That's
Wow.
unfortunate, because that's one of the only engaged tools for Rebellion Zion as well. Burning that flicker on top of getting the Lord, everything is just going so well for Alter Ego right now.
It's massive. That's 120 seconds cooldown. That's a lot of time, 2 minutes. And they don't have the resources to be able to go for something here. Vincent, fortunately, still able to get that buff away. As we get to see the player cam here, look at Selly Boy on the fanny. He's improved so much. Apparently, last season when he wasn't playing, Kids was playing in his place. He was actually practicing it out, but look at this.
Rex still surviving now. Oh my god, that damage from Pi! With the stacks, Rex still surviving with a hard guard. Now Immortality can be popped in, but look at Nino! The Brack with the blazing duet! Just chunking them low, getting back to safety, and now it's cleanup time for Selly Boy, who's unfortunately unable to find anything. Rebellion Zion still very well in this game. 8-1, but they've defended the first Lord Siege.
I mean, thankfully that Alter Ego, they're using the Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G, right? Because I swear, those mechanics, Sally Boy with the steel cables, Nino going into the back line with the blazing duet, it would not be possible if not accentuated by one of the best gaming phones in the business as well. As we come back into the game here, 6,000 gold lead for Alter Ego. With this breathing time, can Rebellion Zion come back from this deficit?
They definitely can, but their advantage is in team fights, and now Nino is just so far ahead, doing so much more compared to Highs. Because look at the level discrepancy, 2 levels right now. I think the items will tell you even more. They're grouping up to try and find something. They jump on Pi, but the Purify.
They didn't find Pi. Pi found them.
Yikes, man. That was the play they're banking on. The snipe almost steals it, but I think Highs did not take it. And for Alter Ego, it's back to just waiting. It's back to just pressuring. And keep in mind, even if they do catch Nino and push him and zone him out of the fight, Wrecked on an Edith still does a respectable amount of damage. This is the current meta, man. Out-sustain your opponent's damage. As long as you're doing decent amounts, you'll eventually come out on top.
I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting Rek to pick up the Edith, but so far, he has been doing really, really good. There are so many moments that he was able to use the Earth Shatter onto Vincent. I didn't think that was possible because of how slow the animation is.
I think the onwards animation is a bit faster, but look at the items right here as well. You can see Vincent is going for actually a full damage Lancelot, which is great. You can maybe get more steals with it, but who is he going to target in these big fights? Because Nino has the Wind of Nature, and also one more item to be left.
Wow, look at a pinch maneuver from Wrecked. This Earth Shatter onto 2! Pi in the midst right now in the back line. Heist is going to fall to Udil, who's riding on the back of Selly Boy. Audi fighting for dear life, but Nino guns him down. Meanwhile, Wrecked, the M1 World Champion, just looking, staring the Paquito down as the Turbot falls up top. So he's gonna fall as well. Nino's on a killing spree, and so is Alter Ego. More coming in as Vincent now is running for the hills. Just one cable is necessary. A good Thorn Rose to escape. A puncture as well. One more hit. Selly Boy finds it. Alter Ego dominating.
This is a disaster for Rebellion Zion at this point. My god, Alter Ego. The way that they were able to split that team fight so well and still do so well individually. Wreck doesn't get taken down that 1v1 against Cars. What is going on? What hope does Rebellion Zion have in this game?
Their only hope is the fact that if Alter Ego wants to win the game, they need to group up and push for the base. That is where Rebellion Zion can potentially get a solid 5v5 team fight. But of course, they have to time out the Purifies, time out the Ultimates, and that is a lot easier said than done in the current state of the game. 8.6 thousand gold ahead for Alter Ego. They can just wait for the Lords and not fight at all and eventually just whittle down the base. So for Rebellion, they just have to identify those moments of carelessness from the side of Alter Ego, if Alter Ego even presents any.
I think at this point it might just be inevitable for Rebellion's demise in game number 1. They're going to have to adjust and reevaluate in the next one. Enhanced Lord up top, Pi soaking the damage in like it's food, consuming it. Lord going to be cleared out. Primal Rat by Rek, locking out TZ down. The call altar comes down defensively by Nino. Nino hasn't used the Blazing Duet just yet. Cars now jumping in, but Nino finds the Blazing Duet. Meanwhile, Sully Boy in the back, dealing a lot of damage. Once again, Highs, S12 forced to back, but Sully Boy forces him down. Cars knockout strike onto 3, but it's going to be caught in the onward now as Nino just chunks him down. Unstoppable. 15 minutes. Vincent looking to play. Oh! Yes, a snipe comes in from Highs. Now looking for another. Or Shadow not connecting. Going to be cancelled out as Highs guns him down. Vincent has picked up the double, and they've gone equal. Vincent wants more. Does not have the Phantom execution, but Vincent, one Thorn Rose should do it. Whoa, he finds it with a mega kill. Jumps out. Rebellion Zion. Second win.
2 versus the world there on the back of Vincent as well as Highs. They were able to defend an impossible offense by Alter Ego. That was almost a 10,000 gold lead. The real-time win probability doesn't even favor them at this point, and they were still able to defend. This is insane by Rebellion Zion.
They're able to pick up some shutdowns from that engagement as well. Sully Boy and Nino both fell during that engagement. That's a big chunk of gold, about 3,000 to 4,000 gold swinging for Rebellion Zion. Can they use that gold efficiently though? Because now, with the Lord, with them getting a second win, with the Lord in the picture, Alter Ego has no need to stick together. And so far, yes, Vincent has been able to actually take out the backline, but there's still no real solution for Pi.
I'm thinking about this, right? I felt like Alter Ego, they kind of overextended there, right? And now Rebellion Zion, they're going to be able to punish them for it. But in this next upcoming Lord fight, when things are going to be grouped 5v5, and the waves are naturally pushing for Alter Ego, how do Rebellion Zion set this up in a way that they can win?
Try and trap members of Alter Ego in a fight like earlier and let Vincent have some moments in the back line, but you can see Pi already being such a nuisance, and Audi might just get taken out if he's a bit too careless.
Well, puncture out now. He used the Phantom execution. No more resets. Audi with a good disengage. Rekt has the flicker. Does not choose to commit onto this one.
Yeah, Rebellion Zion also utilized that retribution, so this should be a free Lord for the side of Alter Ego, with Vincent back at the base as well.
What do they have to do, right? I mean, right now, they have to just clear out these waves. They have to constantly be clearing out these waves. Luckily for them, they do have a Paquito. Very mobile, can get to places quick. But at this point, Alter Ego can also just force the Lord, can commit fully onto the Lord and take it in.
Wait, Vincent's retribution is back now, so Rebellion Zion have bought enough time for this to be a 50-50 coin flip. It really depends on how the other members are going to lock down Sully Boy and Vincent. All resources are up, but Rekt, here you go!
Only onto Audi though, that you want to go for right now as Audi finds a final splash onto 3 members. Sully Boy finds a shutdown! Audi dashing in, or getting into the call altar, but they're not going to be clumped up right now as that's going to be the win of nature battle in the back. Still High is going to be able to kite away right now, dealing a lot of damage! Has found the kill, he's still alive! Sully Boy's 1 HP! Forced to run away, no gold lane! Rebellion Zion! What is this?
That was a 2-for-1 for the side of Rebellion Zion, and they are backing away. Alter Ego has control, but the gold lead has shrunk down to less than 2,000. This is definitely less, much less than ideal. They're still trying to go for it, but they have to be a bit more careful with how they go for these fights. They're looking impatient, they know they have the advantage, but they don't really have the tools to be as aggressive. And keep in mind, this is what we're talking about. 5v5 team fights, Rebellion Zion has windows of opportunity to try and find something.
Definitely, right? They have the final slash coming in from Audi TZ. Cars built in more damage and should be able to punish Sully Boy if he goes in too aggressive. And there it is, this is what we were talking about, Audi TZ. Even Cars is dealing that damage. Hunter Strike for him as well. And it's finally coming to fruition. Things are very level now as they all go in.
Sully Boy on the back. High still able to cut away now with the call altar placed down. High's not free hitting. That's a blazing duet on the sway low, taking him down. Thorn Girl's coming down. Rebellion Zion forced to run away. A good snipe by Highs, but it's not there. It's not ready to do anything. Pi just standing atop here in the base. 3 members down. Sway low, the passive, can come back in 3. Cars now, knockout strike, bringing it back. Highs, Bennett's rage, able to help clear out the waves, but now Nino goes forward with the battle mirror image now. Sway Low's back in the fray. Alter Ego cannot end.
3v5 now, rather, with another member being able to come back into the game. But even then, in the 20th minute of the game, despite them being able to get those pickoffs, Alter Ego have yet to be able to go for a successful siege. They are going to be able to get this Lord uncontested, however, with Vincent still off the board. But Rebellion Zion, how are they still staying alive?
They have a Cult Alter, they have big AoE spells, which is just giving them so much more benefit in a big fight, which is why Alter Ego are unable to just siege and go through the base. In fact, the moment Alter Ego goes for the end in front of the base, that is where they are the most vulnerable to Rebellion, so they need to play this next Lord very, very carefully. Rebellion Zion, they've gotten a lot of gold right here, almost equalizing, so they will have damage at their disposal, but they have to be careful. If they put too much to try and clear out the Lord, that means Pi is definitely unkillable, and at this point, he's still on 0 deaths. That could change, or it might not.
Let's see, Rex is already hovering over. Prime brought back by the final slack down the back line. High's gonna be bursted down. The Call Ultra comes down as well. High still dealing damage, but look at Rex in the back with the Primal Wrath. Alter Ego secure game 1.
The Wrecked effect is successful here for the first game of the series. But that was close. That was very, very close.
I feel like, in theory, right, there wasn't really any real way for, unless a huge throw happens, there wasn't any real way for Rebellion to turn it around. But with Alter Ego's signature style, constant aggression, we talked about the macro play, right? The potential for them to go split pushing to just pull apart this teamfight composition from Rebellion. They didn't do that.